What's up, guys? David the Smash Fan from Chewing Up Podcast, and it's time to reflect on all the anime that we watched in 2021. And what better way to start than with my list of the top 3 disappointing animes of 2021. Yay! Just to clarify, this isn't a list of the worst animes, these are just ones that were disappointing. Actually, one of them was one that I really liked overall, just disappointing. But I'll go in more detail in the list. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 3. The detective is already dead. I remember that the first thing I ever knew about this anime was on a TikTok where someone praised the animation of a fight scene on an airplane. I saw it and instantly was curious and started to watch it. It had a 45-minute first episode, which is the first that I've ever seen, that ended with a time skip and stated that the main heroine was already dead. The premise had me hooked, and I couldn't wait for the next episode. Although the following 4 episodes weren't as intriguing as the first, I kept chugging along. Then I focused on the past for the next half of the season, and it lost me. It then tried to combine both the past and the present, and it got all convoluted, and all the supposed tension was meh. The top-notch animation in the first episode was nowhere to be found in the rest of the season. I've never been catfished or debated before until this anime. It's a forgettable anime that has lots of potential but fell short of glory. If you like cute girls and that is your only focus in life, you might enjoy it. You might not. It's a coin toss, really. I don't see it getting a second season, and even if it did, I wouldn't watch it. Number 2. My Hero Academia. Some of you might be surprised to see My Hero on this list. Don't get me wrong, I still love My Hero. In fact, the My Villain Academia arc is my favorite arc in the manga. So why is it on my list? Well, it's because Toho dropped the ball on adapting the source material all because of money and other decisions. Well, that's my speculation. Overall, this season had a dip in quality. The animation was not up to par to previous seasons and it felt off. At first I thought, well, maybe all their top animators are working on the movie, so it makes sense that there is a dip, right? What an ignorant way of thinking I had. There was no dip in animation when previous seasons had movies in production at the same time. So what was it? Honestly, I wish I knew. What's even worse, there was top-notch animation made for the season, but for some reason, it wasn't used. Some of you may have heard of Vincent Chansard, and forgive me if I say the last name wrong, who asked to not be credited for his work on the toga-centered episode of the My Villain Academia arc, where the final product, the section he animated, was severely nerfed and simplified. Censorship might explain a bit of the more graphic scenes being changed, but not the animation. So why? Why did this happen? And if this wasn't bad enough, they mismanaged the second half of the season by doing the following. 1. Extending the 11-chapter Endeavor Agency arc to 6 episodes, including a stupid, useless filler episode to tie into the movie. Placing this arc first, even though chronologically it takes place after My Villain Academia, so that the focus can be on Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki, so that focus carries on to the movie that premiered shortly after the arc. And 2. Adapting the 21-chapter My Villain Academia arc to 5, not 6, 5 episodes. Are you out of your mind? I honestly cannot comprehend what went through the heads of the execs that approved these decisions. I just have to take this as a loss and move on and hope that they do not screw up season 6. With all that anger that's in my voice, you would think that this would be my number 1. Fortunately for My Hero, there was one that made me even angrier. This anime is the reason I have high blood pressure. The coveted number 1 spot goes to The Promised Neverland Season 2. There have been countless animes that have adapted source materials in horrible ways. Many can be excused to some extent due to the source material not being finished, among other things. But The Promised Neverland does not get that excuse. This anime adapted, and I use the term adapted lightly, over 130 chapters of the completed manga in 11 episodes. 11 episodes. They didn't even have the decency to give it 12. The people in charge had no plan of handling the story in a comprehensive and intriguing way, and basically decided to throw away all the great scenes that made Emma and her family's journey beyond the walls of Gracefield an enjoy to read. Compelling and awesome new characters? Gone. The Goldie Pond arc that introduces a menacing antagonist? Nope. Keep the interesting, albeit controversial, original ending? Not on their watch. Add unnecessary bad CGI? Yeah, let's go with that. Make the story incoherent and have time skips with no notice? You betcha. The Promised Neverland was supposed to be an anime that people would talk about for a long time. They were the chosen ones of 2021. I will never forgive the people that made the decisions for this season. And the cherry of the POS Sunday that is the second season is the finale. You decide to have the last few minutes of the 11th episode to do another time skip and to graze over important events in the form of a slideshow? What? Did you take a play out of the My Hero playbook and thought it would be appropriate to show amazing scenes and possible episodes as a slideshow? No wonder many people that worked on the show wanted their names taken off the credits. My Hero set the bar high on how to mishandle a source material, and all you did was stand and say, "Hold my beer." I implore all of the fans of this show to read the manga, start from chapter 38, and enjoy all the ups and downs that the story will take you on. Well, that's my list for the top 3 disappointing animes of 2021. Let me know in the comments what you thought were disappointing to you, or maybe tell me why my list was wrong. I'd love to hear from you, and I can't wait to see you guys in 2022. This is David the Smash Fan from Chibino Podcast, and I'm out.